Rob Hundley with Asherkheim Real Estate, your Go To Gilbert guy. Today we're sitting with Chef David from Liberty Market. Welcome, Chef David.
Hey, thank you very much. Nice to be with you.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You're not from around these parts, are you?
Not from the West originally. Originally from New York. So
Nice.
we traveled a long way in the early 80s. Actually to Tucson first and then up here to Phoenix.
Were you chef back in New York?
No, I was just, I was in elementary school. So real young. So enjoyed New York as an elementary school student. Since been back and have been a chef in New York City for a short period of time in my travels when I was a little bit younger. But I've always then, once we moved to Arizona, pretty much stayed here, but just did some traveling around for a short period of time just to do other stuff.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
How'd you get into cooking in restaurants?
I always admired restaurants. Always had a fascination for kind of watching what was going on. Enjoyed, at that time, there was no Food Network. So at that time, all I could do is, on the way to the restroom, peek into the small window into the back of the kitchen and watch. And then I started working for a coffee company, and we supplied coffee to restaurants. And so I started delivering it to the back of the house of restaurants and seeing what was going on a little bit more, and continued to kind of develop a love for that part of the restaurant. And so that kind of got me catapulted to some people, and then I started just cooking. And that's been it since.
Nice. Tell me about Liberty Market.
Well, Liberty Market, where we are sitting, is actually, I don't know how much you can see, but the old brick, this is the 1935 section of Liberty Market. And so Liberty Market's been a grocery store here in Gilbert since 1935. That's the date we see it on kind of pictures and so on. So an old grocery store that we turned into a restaurant in 2008.
Wow. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
There's some banging and knocking around back there.
There's
What's
been some loud
going on
noises
now?
that isn't cooking. We have just started a really fun remodel for Liberty Market, taking Liberty Market just another step and another direction for us. Remodeling the dining room and adding some new seating, some different styles, an extended counter bar, and some improvements in the kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's been really fun. So,
tell me, these days, what do diners need to know about restaurants? How things change? What?
Yeah, it's it's really interesting. Everything you kind of hear about to some degree is happening. People who are working in the restaurant business definitely love being in the restaurant business. They have worked a lot and worked kind of in a time where it seemed like everybody else wasn't working, and they were kind of serving the public, which is wonderful in a sense, because we're all about service. I mean, if we don't serve from the heart to you, then it just doesn't work for us. That's what we want to do. So, service professionals want to be treated, with that kindness, like you would want to yourself to be treated. They are there to get things for you. They're there to help you have a great experience. The cooks are there to make sure your food is cooked the same way. If you came in on a Monday, 2 weeks on that Monday, you'd get the same burger, or your fish would be cooked the same. So we all take a lot of pride in what we do, and we are here to serve others, and we serve ourselves in that same way. We help each other out. We're there to grab water for one another too. So that's kind of how we do things at Liberty Market. We have two things. We have passion for food and serve from the heart. So that's our progress. So, and then we'll just keep doing it that way.
Nice.
And making a great environment. The new environment will be a lot of fun to serve in.
That sounds great. I think it's so important to be able to, I don't want to say something as simple as treat people as people, but treat people as people.
Yeah.
And maybe if one thing comes out of all of this, it is that not taking each other and the different jobs that we do for granted.
Yeah, absolutely. We all have an important role to make the economy, make everything work. And with us here, people are hungry, and that's what we're we're doing. You're thirsty, you're hungry, you want to fellowship with others, and that's why you come to a restaurant. That's the basics of it.
And I think that's one of the other things that this whole time has taught us is the importance of just being able to be in a restaurant, to have somebody cook fantastic food for you, to be able to be in community and to feel that sense. I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Gilbert in general.
Yes, Gilbert is a great community.
Yeah,
it sure is, and we're fortunate to be in this community and to get to know people. And that's with the remodel. What's so amazing is getting the word out that we're going to be closed for a month, and people are like, "Oh man, what am I going to do?" My wife said to me, "I know other people are wondering what they're going to do for food, but we're at home wondering what we're going to do for food too." Because we enjoy Liberty Market a couple of times a week, also.
As well, you should.
Yes. It helps. It's convenient. Yes. So my daughter sometimes says, "Dad, I think you could have done that a little bit better."
Chef, before we go, what's one thing or a couple of things? What do you like to do when you're not here?
I mean, and I'm fortunate. A lot of people are chained to their business, whether it's a restaurant or anything else. And I love this business, but I'm able to spend time with my wife and my daughter and do things. And where we live, like everybody else in the valley, we love to get out and go on hikes. I love to ride my bicycle. The canal is wonderful to go and explore and do things with. And I'm a coffee addict, so on my way to work, I stop at a favorite coffee shop or a friend's shop and get coffee and talk to other guys in the industry and banter about stuff. And so that's I still enjoy a lot of coffee. I enjoy our Stumptown coffee at home in my espresso machine too. But I pick up my daughter from school, and she goes to school here in the East Valley, and we go and explore places together. The Riparian. We've got the great Hale Theater right over here. We can walk over and get ice cream here downtown Gilbert, and see stuff, pet dogs. Back in the day, we pet that cow that was going on. So a lot of fun with the community here that we get to enjoy.
Nice. Thank you for taking your time. I know you're very, very busy with this remodel.
Yes, it's an exciting time. There was a lot of banging before we started doing this.
Yeah, it's kind of quieted down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Go To Gilbert. I'm Rob Hundley with Asher Keim Real Estate, your Go To Gilbert guide.